You wake up, and the world is waiting to see what you will do next. The same world that has thrown barriers in your path, planted seeds of doubt in your mind, and told you to stay small. But within you, there's a fire, a drive that refuses to be silenced, a belief that says, I am meant for more. You are not just a passenger in this world. You are the driver of your destiny. The truth is this: you have the power to become unstoppable. Becoming unstoppable isn't about having perfect conditions. It's not about waiting for the right time or for the world to change in your favor. It's about the decision to master your mind, to direct your actions with unyielding purpose, and to build a life on the principles of self-mastery. This is not just about success. It's about owning your life in every sense. It's about standing tall, no matter how many times you fall. Self-mastery is the foundation of everything. It's the force that shapes your character, drives your decisions, and propels you forward when everything else seems to be pushing you back. You've seen it in the giants of history. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before lighting the world. Walt Disney was fired from his job for lacking imagination, and Abraham Lincoln faced more defeat than victory. Yet, all of them became unstoppable because they knew the most important thing: your mind is the greatest weapon you will ever wield. When your mind is disciplined, when your thoughts are focused on your vision, and when you cultivate an unshakable belief in your potential, nothing can stand in your way. Most people are not stopped by external forces. They are stopped by their own self-doubt, by the stories they tell themselves about their limitations. But the truth is, your limitations are nothing but the walls you build with your own thoughts. The first step to becoming unstoppable is shifting your mindset. You must believe that you are capable of achieving the impossible. This isn't about blind optimism. This is about taking responsibility for your thoughts. This is about conditioning your mind to expect success. Napoleon Hill, in his timeless work, wrote, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." This is not a theory. This is a law of the universe. If you believe you can, you will. If you believe you can't, you won't. The challenge is not that you don't have the potential. It's that you've been conditioned to doubt it. The voices in your head, the ones telling you that you're not enough, that it's too late, that you don't have what it takes, those voices are lies. They are remnants of a world that wants to keep you in your place, not because you are small, but because they fear what you could become if you realized your true power. To become unstoppable, you must first learn to shut out the noise. You must decide that you will be the one to define your limits, not the world, not other people, and certainly not your past mistakes. You were not born to live a life of mediocrity. You were born with the seeds of greatness. Now it's time to water though. But belief is just the beginning. Clarity is what directs that belief. Without clarity, belief becomes vague and unfocused. You might believe in your potential, but if you don't have a clear vision of what you want and why you want it, your belief will wander aimlessly. This is where most people fail. They want success, but they don't know what that success looks like. They have vague dreams, but no clear plan. Edison's success didn't come from hoping that one day he would invent something great. It came from a clear, unwavering vision of what he wanted to achieve. He wasn't just trying to invent a light bulb. He was trying to transform the world. His vision was big enough to keep him going when failure was the only thing he could see. You need to ask yourself, what is your vision? What do you want to create in this world? To become unstoppable, you must create a vision that ignites your soul. It has to be so clear that when you close your eyes, you can see it. When you imagine your future, it should feel like you're already living it. The stronger your vision, the stronger your belief will be. And the stronger your belief, the more unstoppable you become. But here's the key. Vision is not enough. Vision requires purpose. Purpose is what fuels action. Without purpose, vision is just a dream, a fantasy that stays locked in your mind. Purpose is what drives you to take action when everything around you seems uncertain. It's the reason you keep going when it's easier to quit. It's the force that propels you to stay disciplined, to do the hard work, even when no one is watching. You must find your purpose, the thing that drives you to push beyond your limits. Purpose is deeply personal. It's something only you can define. It might be to build a legacy for your family. It might be to change the world with your art, your invention, your leadership. But whatever it is, purpose is what transforms your discipline into unstoppable force. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is the habit of doing what needs to be done, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. And here's the truth. Discipline is not something you either have or don't have. It's something you can build, one decision at a time. When you take control of your discipline, you take control of your future. Most people shy away from discipline because it feels like restriction. But discipline is not a prison. It is freedom in disguise. When you discipline yourself to focus on your vision, to work relentlessly toward your goals, you create a life of freedom. Freedom from distraction, freedom from procrastination, freedom from the noise of others. The greatest minds in history were not driven by mere desire. They were driven by disciplined action. Lincoln did not wait for the perfect moment to lead a nation. He acted with purpose and clarity, even when the road was fraught with obstacles. Ford did not wait for the perfect market conditions to build a car that would change the world. He took action, disciplined action, and changed everything. Resilience is the secret ingredient that turns discipline into power. It's what allows you to keep moving forward even when everything seems against you. You will face setbacks. You will stumble. But resilience is the ability to bounce back, to learn from those failures, and to use them as stepping stones toward your ultimate success. Adaptability, too, is a part of resilience. The world will change. Conditions will shift. Your path will not always be straight. But the ability to adapt, to find new ways of achieving your vision when the old ones don't work, is what separates the unstoppable from the defeated. The final key to becoming unstoppable is learning. The world is changing fast, and the ability to learn quickly and consistently is what keeps you ahead of the curve. The most successful people in the world are lifelong learners. They never stop improving themselves, their skills, and their understanding of the world. You must constantly seek knowledge, embrace new experiences, and never let yourself stagnate. Learning keeps you sharp, keeps you adaptable, and ensures that no matter what happens, you'll always be able to rise to the occasion. Now, all of these elements, belief, clarity, purpose, discipline, resilience, and learning, form the bedrock of an unstoppable life. When you embody all of these, you become the person who does not stop when things get tough. You become the person who turns obstacles into opportunities and setbacks into comebacks. You become the person who shapes their own destiny, who masters their life, and who becomes unstoppable. And when you reach that point, the world won't be able to ignore you. They won't be able to stop you. You will have reached the place where nothing can hold you back, because you know that your mind is your greatest weapon, and when you control it, you control your destiny. So today, choose to become unstoppable. Build your mind, build your belief, build your discipline, and remember, The only limit to your success is the one you place on yourself. Break it. Step into the future you've always dreamed of. The world is waiting for you to take your place in it. Now, go make it happen.